Okay, welcome back everyone. Been a while since we did a stream on Dark Souls 2. Let's go on with it right away. So, in the meantime, I tried to do another episode of this, but I managed to completely corrupt the sound recording. So, what I did was play back from the beginning, made sure all the stats and everything were identical between our two characters, and we're going to go with the new character so I don't skip anything for you and leave you with a blank hole in the gameplay. And of course, as far as I possibly could, I've made it identical to how it was. But some of the things we did, we got random drops. So if I show you here, we didn't get Twinkling Titanite with the Nest of Crows. We instead got quite an interesting item actually, called the White Ring. And so if someone invades me, I can slip this on and it will look like I'm part of a gank squad. In effect, it will look like someone else is coping with me and they're going to have to fight two people. I'll put that on now so you can see the effect. So I look like a white phantom. And apart from that, I think we either got Titanite or Souls or something not significant for the small shiny that we dropped. So the Petrified Biome became a White Ring as opposed to Twinkling Titanite. But apart from that, we're in exactly the same position. I've got my Fire Longsword. Open this up. Rest of the bonfire. I'm going to upgrade my Fire Longsword. Not all the way by any stretch, but I'm going to probably take it to up until the point where I need to, the upgrade material becomes large Titanite shards, because they're fairly rare to begin with at the start of this game.
Stand back. The name's Lenigrast. Just a simple blacksmith. And you are? Another useless traveler.
Another useless traveller.
A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds.
Just over there.
Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
So there's not a lot of blacksmiths in this game, but here's our first. And I want to reinforce my Fire Longsword. And I can do that once. You see that immediately? That's going to give me an extra 16 total damage. Split 8 on physical and 8 on fire. And that's all I can do for now. So we'll travel back to the region we were in, which is called Cardinal Tower. And head onwards. So we want to head back down here. First things first, I'll kill this dude. I say kill. That may be optimistic. That's the first one down. I don't want him sneaking up behind me, so I'm going to take him out too. Oh. Going to heal up the damage. Going into a slightly more dangerous area, I'd say. This guy, I think, is actually easier if you just run up and smack him about with it. Because he's so far over to the right now, it's actually quite difficult. And my right arm, the weapon suits my right arm, and it hits the wall. Well, I didn't dare, but you get the idea. Okay, with this time we're going to skip past all this, or try to. I won't make it all the way up. But I'm trying to limit the number of enemies that decide to chase me. I'm going to see if anyone comes up here, obviously straight away, yeah. So I want to take care of this guy before I progress onwards. Won't do me any good to be caught up in that. Anyone else? No, not for now. Because the problem we're going to have is this dude here. And I'm rolling through those barrels because I suspect that they are explosive. Same strats as always. Roll in and get away. Don't run out of stamina. That'll do. I'll take that. Our alpha trap, yeah, they're explosive. So if I hit them with my fire sword, then they will explode. Which is why I was taking care of them before I got into combat with the ironclad there. I didn't want to inadvertently explode myself. Do I have... I don't think I do, no. No way taking him out from range. No. So he's going to come and try and come back up, I suspect, strongly. So I'll take care of him. And I'm still getting shot at all the time. Oh, he's resting down there. Okay, so there's a trap. Up here. I think he's been alerted. And we're not going to engage in the trap. There we go. So that guy flies overhead. That's a boss we're going to have to fight before too long. But this area is very different than it is in the original game. And we're just not going to get involved with him. He'll disappear around now. Bang, there we go. He's off. But when I climb up here, I'm going to spring a trap. And the boss is difficult enough to take without these extra 3 hollows trying to get in on the axe. In truth. That's all that. I was hoping he'd drop a firebomb, but obviously not. My turn. And so that's everyone that's going to rush me, try and take me out. Let's go and look at these items up on top. Human effigy and a life gem. A torch. Estus flash shot, that's very useful. And repair powder. Okay, we're going to do this a difficult way then. I was hoping to get a firebomb, because I am finally going to use these to my advantage. And tearing up more doesn't make any difference, I'll just run through to the bonfire. Heal up all that damage. Okay, almost. Now, no ranged attack is problematic here, so I might see if she sells something I can use to take out that dude. Not big time problem, just mildly annoying. That's ideal. Throwing knives are way OP in this game. Way OP. At least in the early game. So I'll quit my throwing knives. Lock onto him. And I doubt I got the angle. Yeah. Two-hand. No, I don't have a lot of ability to break through his guard. But once he starts doing his attack, then I can wheel off to the side of him. It's just the range of that weapon. So that guy will still be throwing bombs, but as soon as we're out of eye line, this ceases to be a problem really. I've knocked him back off his perch, so he's not going to be nearly so capable of dealing us damage. Dash down here. And we have an NPC. We'll have a little chat with him.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
So there's an element of confusion, which I see some people getting into there. He saw the same contraption earlier, and his companion rushed in ahead, and he got locked in. He's not saying that his companion went in here, which is what I thought for a long time anyway. He's saying that the place where he saw this contraption earlier is where his companion went ahead and got locked in.
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
We're never really quite sure how the gate gets locked, whether Pate is legit or whether perhaps he's being a little bit less than straightforward. The speculation is, of course, that he locked the gate himself and ditched his companion. And that doesn't seem ridiculous. Pate is a... That's an unlucky hit there. Pate is widely thought to be this game's sort of patches if you played Dark Souls 1 or Demon Souls. Here we see that isn't really a normal tree, is it? A kind of human-y looking thing. And what it actually is a lost giant, one of the last giants, who in some way was petrified when attacking this fort, or something happened to him when he was attacking this fort. Over there we have a dude, and up there we have some more dudes, and these are all explosive barrels, so I guess it's pretty obvious what's going to happen there. Hey, we're not going to go that way for now. We're going to investigate the area that Pate was telling us about. Oh wow. Block off that. Excellent. So, if you go in through the front gate down there, as Pate, if you go in through the front gate, then it will lock behind you, and you'll be stuffed. You'll be entering into a bad situation. Switch out to throwing knives. I suspect they might be more useful. Okay, yeah, this is different to the original game here. In the original game, there are your ambushes all up at the top. But in this new game, they've moved the ambush down here. And maybe I'd like my wishing urns equipped as well. It strikes me as a useful place to have some ranged damage abilities. So far so good. Well, that seemed to go okay. And here, if you're not, if you don't pick sorcery as a class, is a secret. And this is where you get your first sorcery catalyst, unless they change the drop. I don't think they have. Sorcerer's Staff and Amber Herb. So you're given your spellcasting medium and a method by which you can replenish your spells. And this guy has a Sorcerer's buff, so I'm guessing that the Aramasuku's buffs your weapon with magic, so I'm guessing that potentially a sorcerer died there hiding his staff, but who knows. See, now the gate locks. So either we triggered it as you came across, or Pate had a little sneaky and did it for us. Who knows? That's the end of that ambush. Happily dealt with. These guys sliding down the stairs.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
So he's trying to win us into his confidence, certainly.
Oh, but you should take this. It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
And there really is our co-op play item. Has he got anything else to say?
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave... Be careful out there.
No. That's our co-op item. And that would allow us to summon people to help us with boss fights or just to co-op in the game. In here we have a bad situation, which I don't need to do yet because there's an item which I need to buy, I think, off the hag. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to head back around here and try and defuse this trap. At least make it more manageable. And now we have a ranged weapon we can use. Only I can't. So let's have a look at the... we can use that if we two-hand it. I don't need arrows. I need bolts. There we go. So you see it's got the icon for the crossbow on the left-hand quadrant of the screen. It shows cross. If I two-hand it, that's fine. And the reason I'm shooting these guys is there's 3 of them down here. And it's a very confined area, and it's quite tricky to Oh. It's quite tricky to operate in. I just got parried by that guy. That's bad news. That's what that ringing noise was, that whoa, whoa noise. That was me getting parried. Toggle. Yeah, come on, guys. The Mailbreaker, which is a fairly useless weapon, and the Infantry Helm. Let's take a look at them. I'll show you the Mailbreaker quickly. Here we go. So, worse in every regard, aside from counter damage. So if you're heavily into parrying, that is the way to go. And it weighs virtually nothing. I don't have the dex to use it, besides anything else. So we're definitely not going to go with that. Back to our longsword. If you drop down onto that carriage down there, you won't take full damage. Well, you will, but not as much as if you hit the deck. Useless. These are explosive barrels, so you do need to be careful. I'll let him take care of them. Two on one. But it went okay. I'll heal that up. Item up here on the stairs. A life gem and a homeward bone. I don't want a homeward bone. Look at that, that's useful. People killing themselves over there, and that's fantastic because that's a trap. This guy I'll take on normally to save my bolts. So up there is an item. It's a very powerful item called the Halberd, which is honestly probably quite OP if you're good with it. But around here that's quite clearly a massive mace. So there's an ironclad here. And we should probably try and deal with him. So those guys really aren't a problem. It is all about timing with them. If your timing is good, then you will get through them. Oh, that guy dropped an item. Missed that. Hollow Soldier Gauntlets, nothing particularly exciting. And up here is the trap I was talking to you about. So I'm going to try and lure the trap out. Now you see why I was keen to save my bolts. It's one thing fighting them down here, but it's quite another thing trying to take care of them on that blades sticking out the side of the building, which is what that is. It's very, very problematic. Because there's it's not quite a level platform, you'll find yourself sliding on it, and you have no lateral movement, so if you back up too far or you run out of stamina, effectively you're dead. And there's the Halberd, so of a nameless soldier. I'll run back down here. Let's take a look at the Halberd. AC, we're way off the stats needed, but it does, the base damage is 175 physical. It really does hit really well. If you upgrade it, it scales really well, and it has a fantastic movement set with huge reach. Spin to win move. Lots of spin to win moves. Yeah, it's a great weapon if you're into that kind of thing. But it does take a little while to figure out how to use it best. We'll head through here. Did that too quickly. What I found there was a large leather shield and a life gem. Let's have a look at the large leather shield. And you see that immediately we're talking about a much better shield. Fundamentally, it blocks more physical damage, it does better fire resistance, has better dark resistance, better bleed, petrify and curse resistance, has better stability, which is the 30 to 40, which means if an enemy hits me, I get staggered less, or less of my stamina is reduced. Better counter strike, curiously. That's a pretty rare situation you're going to be in with that, and better poise damage. So that's if I use it as a weapon. It's a good shield, and we're gonna have it. That's gonna be our shield for a little bit at least. Run out of here, and we're gonna find that we're back in a familiar area. Picked up some fire arrows, they can be useful. I'll just run through this. I'm going to take those dudes on again. And I am going to buy this Pharos Lockstone for 4,000 souls. Just to get it all done. Look at that. On soldier leggings. Right, before I rest the bonfire, there's still one more area of this, one more bit of this upper area I need to take a look at. And this is a pretty big trap. So I'm going to heal up before I get involved in it too much. See all that? Not good. If you're lucky, you can get that dude taken care of. But that's still going to leave a lot of other dudes who want blood. Not good. Okay, that's them taken care of. I'll heal that up. That's the worst of it. Grab this. Large type of Lost Undead, blue wooden shields. I don't think blue wooden shield is as good, but we might as well have a little look. No, there you go, not as good. So unless you're dealing with an enemy who's particularly strong with lightning at this stage of the game, you're better off with the large leather shields. And Great Soul Arrow, which is a spell to go with our Sorcerer's Catalyst. And a pretty useful one at that. So you got lots of access to spells, even if you didn't start as a sorcerer. The Hag sells Soul Arrow, I believe. And then there's Great Soul Arrow there, and a Sorcerer's Catalyst. So really in the first area of the game, you can already have a pretty competent magic arsenal going on, even if you didn't start as a sorcerer. I'll use the Pharos Lockstone in here. And you see this area to the left lights up now, which tells us there's a secret. If you hit that, it disappears. And we'll have a look in these two chests here. Titanite Slab. That will take a weapon from +9 to 10. You may be thinking, fantastic, fantastic, but actually you've got to find the large Titanite shards and the large chunks before you can use that. So we've got a way to go before that's any use to us at all. But in here, Chloranthy ring, and this is useful to us. This we shall equip straight away. Let's have a little look at the description there. Raises stamina recovery speed. So that is extremely useful in fights where stamina is an issue, which is most of them. Item info. The ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster has long since faded. Raises stamina recovery speed. So that tells you also if you find green blossom. I hate that effect, but there we go. We've got to put up with it. If you find green blossom, you can also use that to raise your stamina recovery speed. I'm going to heal before I open this, because this is our first trapped chest. Block. And it's not so bad. Just block that and you'll be fine. And a Titanite shard, which is useful to us because that will allow us to upgrade our fire longsword another time. Now this door does not open from this side, but fortunately it does open. They will open it up for you if you ask rudely. Do you see, even if I use the crossbow in its ineffectual mode, one-handed, where I haven't got the strength to wield it properly, it still does useful damage. This guy is annoying me. He doesn't want to get involved. He's standing back. So the halberd is more useful to us because it has less ability to block, but potentially more dangerous because it does more damage than the spear. So we'll come in here. And over here is a chest. And the reason I got out of my way to get this is because of the large Titanite shard, which is rare at this point in the game. So I'll get all of them that I can. I'll also plug in the life ring. The life ring isn't anything great, really. You may think it is, but it really isn't. Raises maximum HP. Not a lot, I would say. And when you're going to talk about maximum HP raising and all that, what you need is the ability to take a hit. And there's very few enemies in the game that will actually one-shot you, or even two-shot you. So raising your maximum HP by 30 points doesn't really make a massive difference, in truth. It'll increase your survivability a little, sure, but not as much as you're hoping. It's better to be skillful. So I've rested at that bonfire. I've explored that top area now. I'm going to go and upgrade my fire sword a little bit. And then we'll take on a boss. I think I've definitely got 2 shards, so yeah.
I knew you'd be around soon. Go on, show me what you've got.
There we go. 2 Titanite shards. Yep, so that's up to over... There's another 8 between, for physical, another 8 for fire. That's all useful.
I'll be around if you make it back.
In here I think it's a long bow. Ah, short bow. Good enough. Okay, so it's time to take on a boss. We'll fly down here. I'm not going to get involved in killing these enemies this time. We're going to come back through the shortcut we opened and head down on this lift. should have used the Estus Flask upgrade I picked up. Never mind. I think we'll still be just fine. Can't get in through here. We need a key for that. And there's now 2 summons for this. And just to show you, we're going to take them both. Sellsword Luet. Okay. He isn't in the original. At least he is, but I think he is anyway, but he's not there. And Mild Mannered Pate, the guy by the gate. There we go. Is stabbed from his right leg, so you want to be careful of that. Try and keep Pate alive. Just roll away if you see him lifting up his right leg. Try not to get greedy. Always better to back off a bit. Reset the fight rather than take a hit you don't need to. Help if I don't And you see it's not a big problem. You get him to a certain point and he rips off his arm, which increases his ability to sweep in front of him. Yeah, so my timing was bad there. And the end result of that was that I couldn't roll away before the end of my animation, and that killed me. It didn't kill me, it did some damage. Not a big problem. You may spot there that my internet went down in the introduction, which is why I'm not doing live streaming at the moment. It's I'm doing a pre-record and then uploading. My internet keeps on dropping connection. It's driving me mad. I'm trying to sort it out. So I picked up there the soul of a giant. Show the item info. Soul of the surviving giant who is bound below the forest of the giants. The lord of the giants, who had brought wrack and ruin to the entire kingdom, was said to have been felled by an unknown warrior. His beaten and broken remains were then dragged beneath a stronghold where he was sealed away. Use a special soul of the last giant to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. We're not going to take the souls now. We don't need them. And we also picked up the soldier key, which allows us access to another area. Not a problem. I have to think about leveling some stuff up. And definitely sort out our Estus Flask.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
So that was the easy boss in the area. I would suggest. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to pop some soul items as well. I like to get another couple of levels if I can. I don't want to use the giant soul. I could trade that in for an item later on. Or I may not. Depends how the build goes. I have no fixed plans. Oh, no. Wrong choice.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Seek less.
So that's going to be another 3. I'm going to take stamina. Every little bit of stamina helps. I'm pretty much out of ammo on that, I think. So I'm going to plug in the short bow and take some fire arrows. I'll run through here. Make that considerably easier. So now I can open up this door here. That's the key I got from killing the last giant. That key is another use as well, but the main use I think is to get into this area here. See, these are a different sort of enemy. A much more serious sort of enemy. These are called Royal Soldiers. They do have the chance to drop a good kit, I believe. Certainly for this level of the game. But no dice. And they're dropping pretty substantial, not dropping, they're taking pretty substantial amounts of damage. See, that's a full-on backstab, and he's nowhere near dead. And you've got to deal with this archer dude as well. Oh, look, he's dropped something. We can hope. Royal Swordsman armor. That's not bad. I wonder. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. Useful little drop. Okay. I wonder what the lore on that is. I can't remember the last time I checked. Armour of a Royal Swordsman. Its shape provides defence while allowing great mobility. Stripped of ornamentation, this armour is designed strictly for battle. King Vendrick supplies his bravest men with the best armour available to face the great giants, but very few returned alive. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a bit of a fight. 3 life gems. I'm going to top myself off. And in here is, well, a proper fight. Let's do it. Try and go random to the right. That's my big hint. Forward and to the right. Same dude from earlier, this time without the help. So let's take him on. I may well die here. Major problem you're going to have is one of stamina. His moveset's alright. The problem really is stamina. Never get hit by that. Gives you an opportunity to attack, but if you get hit by it, then he'll start doing dark magic, or certainly magic, at any rate, and you don't want any of that. That was hopeful. If you're in Cog, that can be a good way to deal with his nonsense. If he gets hit by that, it will mess him right up, take off a massive amount of damage. Blocking is only so useful. You see the amount of stamina damage that did to me there? I'm running out of stamina, so I'm trying to not use that opportunity to attack, but to get away from him and heal up a bit. If you block all the time, then you will also have stamina issues. It's better not to block and dodge his attacks. That's his 3-hit combo, or one of them anyway. Blue magic, definitely avoid that. Never hit him, never got the him. Yeah, screwed that up. So I need to dodge that. And now use this opportunity to heal. I'm missing all kinds of stuff here. Trying to, that's the easy one, not that one. The charge is the easiest one to dodge. So if you can get him to do that, then that's half the battle. Probably shouldn't have attacked him, probably should have let my stamina re-heal a bit. That's got longer range than you think it has. Is how you kill the pursuer. That went really well. I'm pleased. I've lost track of the number of times I've died to. I had a lot of souls for earlier on in the game. Also, we get the Soul of the Pursuer, which we can use to make a fantastic weapon. If you're going super heavyweight, we probably won't. But also we get the Ring of Blades. And rather than use this, which one's gonna... I definitely want the Ring of Blades. The only question I've got is whether I want that life ring, and I want that life ring because it does more of a HP boost. But the Ring of Blades will make us do more damage, and that's got to be good, right? See, they're attacking this giant. Even in Undeath, they can't get enough of it. Completely oblivious, really. So what's going on? They just want that dude dead. Nothing behind there. See, out there is a shortcut we're going to take in a second or two. But down here, we've got the Drangleic kit, so Drangleic sword, shield, mail, gauntlets and leggings. We want all of that. And this is really good stuff, but it's really heavy. So if you look, that's just way too much weight. But especially when you bear in mind that you are going to want to equip this, because this is our first 100% physical block shield, and we definitely want that. It does also really good protection against magic. It has really good stability. The only downside is it weighs 4 times as much as our current shield, but we want it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I also need to do some upgrading. I need more strength to wield it. That's not a problem. I've got 18,500 souls. Also, I want to take a look at this bad boy. Now, I'm not going to be able to wield this for a bit, but this class of weapons is fantastic. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. So this weapon has a side-to-side and straight ahead. It's a really flexible moveset. The Great Swords in general tend to sort of stick to that, and they do good damage, not incredible damage, for reasonable stamina cost. There's one in particular I'm thinking of using, but we'll get into that a bit later. For now, I also need to do some leveling up, because we're going to use the shield right away. And we've woken that dude up. Never mind, we're just going to run past him this time. Rather than deal with this nonsense, because I want to take the shortcut. So I'm going to run all the way back up through the arena I was just in. Nothing would have respawned because I haven't sat at a bonfire. Head up these stairs. And this isn't a trading outpost. We're not trading with crows here. Very nice. Don't mind if I do. Human effigy, always useful. And the dull ember. That's that's moved quite a lot. That's incredibly useful. Okay, I like the bonfire. We'll travel back to Majula and do some leveling up. And once we've done that, we'll call it a wrap on this episode.
Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king.
She does talk a lot, doesn't she?
Less.
We definitely want to go up to 16 minimum on our strength. In fact, yeah, I'll go with that. I don't think I've got any more. Maybe I'll get another one. Yeah, I will. Nice.
There is less.
Okay, so Dex 2015. Very nice. So that'll be it for this episode. Next time we're gonna head into the area we just opened up. We're not gonna be able to do that much of it yet, but we're gonna get some stuff. And then we'll head on through to the next boss. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Hopefully it'll be a little bit less time than it was between the first and second episode. And hopefully I won't screw anything up this time. Okay, thanks a lot.